picture yourself walking through tall grass 100,000 years ago. The sun is setting. You hear a sound, turn around, and see two yellow eyes reflecting the fading daylight. It's a cave lion, 700 pounds of pure muscle, twice the size of any lion alive today. You have no weapon. Your teeth are flat. You can't outrun it. And that was only one threat. The saber-toothed cat, Smilodon fatalis, weighed 600 pounds and carried 11-inch canines. It didn't chase. It waited near water sources and exploded out of the brush at 30 miles per hour to puncture the throats of bison and camels. If you avoided the cats, you had to worry about the short-faced bear. This hyper-carnivore ate exactly one thing: meat. Standing 12 feet tall on long legs built for endurance, it could run 40 miles per hour. Looking at this chart, you can see our mechanical disadvantage. A human bite exerts about 162 pounds of force per square inch. A cave hyena generated 1,100 pounds of force, enough to easily crush large bones and access the marrow inside. And they hunted at night in packs of 20 or more. Early humans existed as defenseless prey, surrounded by apex killers that had spent millions of years evolving to hunt large mammals. Even compared to our closest primate relatives, we were remarkably weak. A chimpanzee is 3 times stronger than an adult human. They have fangs, and they can climb 30 feet into the canopy in seconds. Humans, on the other hand, had terrible night vision and mediocre hearing. We walked upright, broadcasting our position across the savanna. Our infants required constant carrying and cried loudly. We had no claws, no venom, and no armor. In 1924, anatomist Raymond Dart examined a 3-year-old early human skull found in South Africa. Punctured straight through the eye sockets were 2 holes, spaced perfectly to match the canines of a leopard. This child was actively hunted. Curious, leaning in, by every biological measure, humans should have gone extinct within a few thousand years. We lacked every physical trait necessary to survive the Pleistocene. Yet those predators are entirely gone, and we are still here. Deep inside Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, archaeologists uncovered layers of ash, hearths, and burned bone. This evidence shows that 1 million years ago, early humans achieved something no other animal could do. They controlled fire. A campfire casts a circle of light roughly 30 feet across. Predators are biologically hardwired to fear the flame. Inside that boundary, humans were safe. Instead of hiding in terror when the sun went down, we gained 3 to 4 extra hours every night to talk, plan, and build tools. Fire also allowed us to cook. Cooked meat provides significantly more calories and takes far less energy to digest. That surplus energy fueled the physical growth of larger brains, which in turn drove better problem solving. Our second advantage was biomechanical. A saber-toothed cat could hit 30 miles per hour in seconds. Humans max out around 28 miles per hour, and only for a brief sprint. But we can run for hours. This thermal diagram illustrates a tactic called persistence hunting. When an animal runs, it has to stop and pant to cool down. It overheats. Because humans are covered in sweat glands, we regulate our body temperature through sweating while in motion. You don't chase the prey at a sprint. You follow it at a steady jog for 3, 4, maybe 6 hours. You force the animal to keep moving until its core temperature spikes and it collapses from heat stroke. We turned our lack of burst speed into an inescapable, relentless pressure. No other predator on Earth hunted like this. Those larger brains gave us our third weapon, pattern recognition. We observed that saber-tooths hunt near water at dusk and that short-faced bears are solitary. We mapped their schedules and learned exactly where not to be. But our strongest defense was our social structure. Wolves hunt in packs driven by instinct. Early humans hunted in units driven by roles and strategy. One group drives the prey toward a cliff, while another waits below to cut off the escape route. The foundation of that teamwork is documented in Denmisi, Georgia. This 1.8 million-year-old skull belonged to an early human who had lost all of their teeth long before they died. Without teeth, you cannot chew meat or process raw food. In the wild, a toothless predator starves. This individual survived for years because the group chewed their food for them or cooked it soft enough to eat. We see the same behavior in Shanidar Cave, Iraq. A 60,000-year-old Neanderthal skeleton shows a man with a healed broken arm, blind in one eye, and suffering from severe arthritis. His community fed and protected him until he was about 40 years old. By keeping each other alive, we preserved knowledge. We passed down hunting plans through complex language. We combined our minds to craft the Schöningen spears in Germany, aerodynamic, perfectly balanced wooden weapons that could be thrown with lethal force from 30 feet away. 5 individuals armed with projectiles and a shared plan could bring down a 600-pound cat. Radical community care created the environment where complex, lethal strategies could thrive. Look at this map tracking our expansion roughly 50,000 years ago. As humans migrated out of Africa into Europe, Asia, Australia, and the Americas, an undeniable pattern emerges. Everywhere those vectors reach, the giant mammals rapidly vanish. The cave lions went extinct 14,000 years ago. The short-faced bears disappeared 11,000 years ago. The saber-tooths were gone by 10,000 years ago. Giant ground sloths, woolly mammoths, and 10-foot-tall terror birds joined the list of the vanished as human footprints appeared on their continents. In a geologic blink of an eye, humans systematically eliminated the massive creatures that had once hunted them from the global ecosystem. Evolution provides most species with a highly specialized biological advantage: speed, strength, venom, or camouflage. Humans had none of those. Instead, evolution gave us adaptability. When we couldn't outbite a hyena, we worked in formations. When we couldn't see in the dark, we lit up the night. Every biological weakness forced us to invent a solution. We traded physical dominance for intellect and community, turning a species born as prey into the ultimate apex predator.